On this week's Throwdown, we have Kalarina Key and Burrito Bryn demo the workout.
We've got thrusters, burpees to a 6-inch target, and deadlifts.
We release these workouts right here on YouTube every Thursday at 1 p.m.
Before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're on our road to 35K subscribers. And when we hit that milestone, we're going to give away a Black Zinc Rogue 2.0 barbell. Let us know your strategy for this workout in the comments below. That comment is what's going to enter you into the giveaway. Once we reach that 35,000 subscriber milestone, we'll use a random YouTube comment generator on one of these videos where we promoted the giveaway to draw a worldwide winner for that bar. So all you got to do is be subscribed and comment below to enter.
This week's Throwdown is a 10-minute AMRAP. 30 thrusters, 20 burpees to a 6-inch target, 15 deadlifts, 20 burpees to a 6-inch target.
For a warm-up, movement standards, and the scaled version of this workout, check out the description down below.
Our two demo athletes this week are Kalarina and Bryn. Both are elite level females in the sport. Kalarina is a ex-sprinter by trade in her background, by trade, and she's one of the strongest athletes in the sport. Bryn is maybe a little bit more well-rounded in terms of all of her skill sets and a little bit less strong. So you see how that plays out with this barbell and burpee combo.
This week on our Corpus Animus podcast, this guy interviews the one and only Trevor Teddy Mayer.
Also in the classroom, we had a drop this week. Every week or every month, we drop new content. Themes of the content for this month are biomechanics of the knee. Brandon comes in and helps out talking about program design and rehabbing from knee injuries. We do a book review on a book called The Man Who Touched His Own Heart. And we're doing a group research project about the new scoring or proposing a new scoring system for the sport of CrossFit. So check that out. You can go to trainingthinktank.com/classroom trial to get in there for 7 days.
Let's check out these ladies' strategies.
First up, Kalarina Key. 30 years old, standing at 5 foot 8 inches tall and 165 pounds. Her max deadlift is 405 pounds. Her max thruster is 220 pounds. Her 16.5 open score is 1132. And her 2020 open placing was 211th place in the world.
So 10 minutes is pretty short. So my strategy is to go unbroken on the first set of thrusters, settle into the burpees, but that's where I know I'm gonna lose a lot of my time. Then try to do 2 big sets on the deadlifts, if not unbroken. And then by burpees again, and then whenever I get to the second round, strategically break that up, because I'm gonna be hurting by that point. Breaking it up, preferably no more than 3 sets on the second set, just to keep my heart rate kind of low so I can get through the burpees without wasting a ton of time. Bryn's gonna be super fast on the burpees, so that's where I gotta save myself.
Next up, we have Bryn Curlin, 29 years old, 5'3", 133 pounds. Her 1RM deadlift is 345 pounds, 1RM thruster, 180, 16.5, she scored 9 minutes and 41 seconds, and in the 2020 Open, she was ranked 246th in the entire world.
Strategy, first set of thrusters, unbroken, just to get them over with. Burpees, like smooth breathing pace, deadlifts, sets of 3, and then there's burpees, and then do it again. Second set of thrusters, break up from the beginning with a plan.
3, 2, 1,
Decide when she gets there.
So they're gonna do synchro thrusters for the first round.
Out flying.
Yeah.
You can see, well, it's a little bit ironic because Cal said 10 minutes is pretty short.
I'm like, what?
That is not true in my opinion. And they are definitely moving at full speed. Like Bryn even went, the quick clean pull under without a full extension to get moving quickly. I think I'd probably, before even seeing the rest of this workout, I'd probably advise against thinking that you have to move the barbell at full speed in this. I think it's more of a smooth pace style workout.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm soft, but I would break the first set of thrusters.
I agree with both of you.
Yeah, I just think the separation of sprinting 30 reps, how much time can you really save there? Maybe 10 seconds. And then when there's 40 burpees around and heavy deadlifts, I just think there's more separation that you'd be able to find throughout the workout.
Yeah, the most separation for the elites really could come on the burpees if you're fast enough because, like you said, 40 burpees around, and if you're getting over 2 rounds, you're talking about 80 plus burpees, which is a lot. Obviously, the thrusters and the deadlift are going to play a role, but I think for most really good athletes, or especially strong athletes with pulling, even if you take some breaks, you're not losing a ton of time. But if you blow up in the first round where your burpees now are taking you 1 minute and 40 seconds or 2 minutes, like some people will, then you're losing a ton of time in the workout.
Yeah, this is interesting. So we have had bar-facing burpees or burpee box jump overs as the primary burpee in the open for a while now.
Yeah.
And I feel like that gets trained way more frequently. But this kind of used to be
the standard.
old school standard of CrossFit. It started with just normal burpees, but then it was too hard to standardize with people not opening.
Doing the cheat burpee.
This has come out, what, twice?
Yeah, I think so.
Which, isn't that more than burpee box jump overs? That's just been once,
Yeah,
right?
that was 2017.
Oh,
and
right,
then it
more
was,
recent.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I meant,
Most
more
recent
recent.
Yeah.
But it's harder, I feel like, to create a fast cadence with this style of burpee. So I think it's just about continual motion throughout. It's not really necessarily about sprinting them because you have to jump and leave the ground to touch a 6-inch reach.
Yeah, we can come back to it, but there definitely are some technique tips with the burpees, so we can talk about it in the next round.
So I think this is going to be a big separator, particularly for women, because this is set at 225, and usually the heavy bar is 205.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I feel good about it.
Me is the one, I'm pretty sure that we moved the weight up. Originally it was 205, and we said, let's move it up.
I just want standards for women's weights.
I agree with you,
Let's
Mia.
talk about that later. Cal crushed that set, and then Bryn, she said sets of 3, but I'm pretty sure she's doing sets of 5 here, so I think she's definitely pushing to try to stay close to Cal.
I don't think it'll be as much of a separator for the stronger men. Most guys will do either 2 sets or just unbroken on at least the first round, and then probably even into the second round. It'll be hard to get into the third round, I would guess. Maybe not. But
Yeah.
If it's only 30 total deadlifts, they're going to fly through those.
I would think that, I mean, I guess we'll see soon, but there's a lot of hinging with that burpee and that jump, and I think that deadlift's going to feel a lot heavier than just the weight indicates, in my opinion. We'll see. You're a lot more fit than I am.
Yeah. No, I don't mean yeah to that. Yeah, I agree with you, Max. with burpees that are like to a 6-inch reach or whatever the reach is, I think a couple of things that you can start thinking about. This is dependent on how well you hinge and how long your hamstrings are, but one way to do it efficiently is to get your chest to the ground first and then let your hips hit, where it's almost like, it looks like you're almost doing the worm, so to speak, right? And then as soon as your hips hit, you're using that as almost a kip up to pop yourself back up. And then when you jump, as soon as you touch, you're already bending your knees and slowly lowering yourself back down to the ground, as opposed to landing hard like Cal is and then bending your knees. It's just like a smoother, more cyclical motion that way.
Yeah, I find that the real speed separation is in the landing. If you watch even Bryn or when we come back, Cal, they land fully standing up and then go down into their next burpee. If you think about jumping up, touching, and as your hands are coming down, they're going straight to the floor in your hinge, you actually can save quarter of a second, half a second on every single rep, which adds up over the course of 80 reps. It could be like 40 seconds or 40 to 80 seconds just there, from that.
So Cal's tempo on the thrusters has definitely slowed down since their sprint start, which is to be expected.
Yeah.
How long can you keep the sprint?
I feel like we should have a post-strategy interview. How well do you
What
think
did
you
you learn?
execute from your strategy, and see what people think?
Bryn's actually still look pretty fast. Definitely not as fast as they were, but that's a good cadence.
Yeah, Bryn said, I remember when we went to field day, she was saying she was a middle distance and longer distance runner. So I think her just natural pacing abilities and comfortability, breathing and moderating pace would probably be better. Cal's background is in sprinting and shorter distances, so I think it's probably reflective in how they approach the workouts and what their just natural endurance capabilities are like.
Bryn also has just a fast squat cadence
she
all
does.
the time.
Yeah.
So to give you guys some background, the first round for Cal was 3 minutes and 55 seconds. The first round for Bryn was 4 minutes and 31 seconds. So the pace is on pace for over 2 rounds for both of them. We'll see how it turns out.
Are you, what's it called when you...
Foreshadowing?
Yeah, foreshadowing, thank you. I could have wasted a lot of time thinking about that
We will
word.
see.
Damn it, Brandon, you already have the answer.
Obviously their thruster speed slowed down a lot, but I think that you're going to see the burpee speed, the total time is going to slow down quite a bit here in the next 2 sets of 20.
I personally like stepping up to 6-inch target. So if you watch when she hinges, her hands are still on the ground while her feet are basically touching it. When I step up, I can be like my chest can be partially up, and I think it's a quicker touch. It's probably not quicker off the ground, so maybe it just evens out to the same pace, but to me, it's less taxing. So that could be something that people can play around with.
Yeah, I agree with you. I kind of mix. So I'll do like, if it was 20 in a workout like this, I would do 10 fast where it's like a double foot jump, and then I would slow it down by alternating the foot that I bring up and then just do that 1 foot step up.
So these look like they're very uncomfortable at
Yeah,
this
I mean, you
point.
can see the cadence has slowed dramatically in the total time. So for Cal, it was 1 minute and 3 seconds for her first set of 20, and this one's going to be 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of time is lost, and that's why I said that this could be potentially the biggest separator, especially for females or males that are as good as they are. They're going to be able to still kind of move through the thruster, even if they're redlined, or move through the deadlift. But if you really, if you slow these down by a second per rep over 40 reps in a round, that's 40 seconds that you're losing to the field.
Yeah, I mean, Cal's doing basically double burpees. So she's doing a double and then putting elbows on knees and resting, or that one was a single. So I think the cadence is just, it has to be, if you're trying to put up an elite score in this, I think it just has to be smooth and continuous through 20, maybe putting a break in there. But I feel like the burpee speed and just consistency through the third set and the fourth set of burpees, which are the 2 in the second round, is going to be where the real separation happens.
Mia,
Yes.
just because I wouldn't know the feeling of this, what is the difference for you going from 205, which again has been the standard in the open, to 225?
So I have a relatively strong deadlift. It's definitely tougher. A 205, I could easily hold sets of 5. 225, it would be more of a struggle to hold sets of 5, but I probably still could.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would, but because burpees crush me.
I'm just thinking about the difference in the 315, 205, and the deadlift handstand walk workout.
Right.
There were some females that just flew through the 205 where it did chew up some of the guys. So I was wondering if that extra 20 pounds maybe makes a huge difference, because I could imagine going up to 335 would really mess up some of the stronger males.
I think it definitely will. These two girls, ladies, women, are very, Cal is top % of the sport strength-wise, but Bryn is also very strong. So I think you're seeing two strong deadlifters moving this way.
I think Bryn, just relative to peak strength, has more strength endurance, because she transitioned really quick, opened up with 5, put her belt on, did 5, took a break, did 5 again, and she actually made a lot of time up on that set of burpees, or of deadlifts. So she was about 50 seconds to finish that set, and Cal was 1 minute 20 to finish that. So you could see that, Cal's thought process that she was going to go out quick definitely maybe
I'm
was
gonna
a
go
little
out
bit
and
too
say
quick.
I think that maybe not Bryn, but I think Cal probably went out a little too hot on this workout.
Yeah, so she had to demo this, and I did this with Kyle B when he had to demo his snatch workout, and he repeated it and took like 3 minutes off of the video that we showed in the demo.
It looked totally different.
Yeah.
It's a
Cal's
different
gonna have
person.
to go through that same process, I think, when this comes out on site.
So this is the finish, and Bryn makes a charge.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do this every day where you're competing next to someone and have to just completely redline. But I think that you need to do this a couple times before the open, especially for these ladies for stage 2. Yeah. So this is where you just have to drop the hammer, and they're moving fast, but I think that still they probably could get some practice and really pushing the pace. They should both have finished the 20 here with 1 minute and 10 seconds.
And there it is. That was another close to the finish line race. Bryn finished with 19 burpees, 1 shy of finishing round 2, and Cal was 17 burpees, 3 reps shy of finishing round 2.
Good job, ladies. That looked really hard.
Project Pat, sign us off. Both are very elite athletes in the sport, RX plus or elite competitors that have competed in sanctionals. I gotta fucking start over again. Fuck my life. Sorry.
It's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Project Patar in this thing, man. Hey, look, man, thank y'all for watching Training Think Tank's YouTube channel. Y'all hit that motherfucking subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead, man. Thank y'all for watching the channel, you know what I'm saying? Hit that motherfucking subscribe button, let it be known, what it be known, what it be known, you know what I'm saying? Patar.